Here in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 2, the reference Paul makes to pure virgin points directly to the parable of the 10 virgins. The context to give standby to Christ as pure virgin is to be prepared to enter the wedding feasts, where the bridegroom shows that the relationship of the virgins to the bridegroom is the bride. So the body of Christ is the bride. The one man, Jesus Christ, is the bridegroom, where those who are entering the wedding feasts here is midnight. Okay, so the outcrying that's going on here precedes midnight, where the virgins are awakened in the resurrection, and those who are adorning their lamps to be prepared enter at midnight. This is the standby. And midnight concludes what's called the second watch time, where eventide begins the first watch time. So between eventide and midnight, there are 2 watch times of the night. The watch times divide the 12 hours of the night into 4 parabolic segments in relationship to doors. So again, the wedding door that's shut at midnight concludes the second watch time. Luke 12:38, according to the entering of the wedding feasts, where the first watch time disappeared, is the first order, where we see here they're going away out of the wedding because they came in first. And the second watch time, midnight, is the rapture. So there is then coming into the wedding before the rapture. Those who enter the wedding before the rapture rise first. Okay, which I talk about in other videos. I'll give the references here in a second. And here's your rapture verse, 1 Thessalonians 4:17, where this event thereupon is midnight, where the connection is the word epanthesis, come out into the epanthesis, which is the same in Matthew 25:6. But at the middle of the night, the outcrying had become, perceive, the bridegroom is nearing, come out into the epanthesis. But this is the rapture. Midnight is the rapture. For those who are prepared with the oil to enter the door of the wedding here, not the first order. This is the rapture. The eventide is earlier. Concerning that day and that hour, Mark 13:33, which parallel is seen in Matthew 24 also, which the Son nor the angels in heaven do not perceive, only the Father, concerns this hour. This kickstarts the judgment. This is the inaugural hour when Christ returns again, which I've also made videos talking about this statement here. Right here, number 73. We're simply stated 1 Thessalonians 4:16 and 17 are 2 watch time orders. This is the eventide. First watch time disappeared in Luke 12:38, and this is midnight. Remember, Matthew 25:6, where I have made videos in relationship to this right here. Watch 058. I made a video earlier, which I updated. Also, understand the context of rise and awaken are 2 different things. Where when they're rising, they're entering the wedding feasts. When the virgins awaken, they have not yet entered. So we have to understand the difference between these 2 Greek words. Rise in the last day, which is the last order of rising. John, I will let him rise in the last day, which is according to the last order of the last trumpet, 1 Corinthians 15:52, which I talk about in video 086, where then if we just back up, close this, to verse 23, right here, when Paul says each in his own order, according to the resurrection here, each in his own order, this corresponds to the watch times, where pure virgin is the second middle order, which I've recently made a video right here, 089, according to in his presence, 066, in his presence. So everything connects perfectly and beautifully when we understand the watch time orders and how the rapture is not the first thing that happens. It's not the first order. And it's not the last order either. Many Christians keep alluding to this verse as the rapture, and it's not. The rapture is the middle order. God bless.